If you're an avid Destiny 2 enthusiast and have followed social media lately, the rhetoric around this game has been tepid at best and outright negative. There have been opinions from all over the Destiny community jumping on the negative bandwagon. So I want to give you my input as well surrounding all the, quote, issues in the game currently. So is Destiny finally dead? In a word, no. Okay, thanks for coming everyone. Drive safe. No, but seriously, why is Destiny not dead? And more importantly, why are so many Destiny content creators overreacting with their latest videos and posts recently? What many of you are probably growing weary of by now is all the hate and non-constructive criticism or complaining being thrown at Bungie's way. Bungie has created a world that I've spent a lot of time in, whether running around the Crucible, shooting the heads of other Guardians, playing in a fire team of 6 working together to kill that big boss in raids, or just sitting in the Cosmodrome with my headphones on, listening to the crickets. Yeah, you'll hear them if you sit still long enough. Combine that with the beautiful skylines and very inspirational music, and you've got a unique experience I've not seen or heard in any other games. To this day, other developers in this gaming genre have tried to duplicate Bungie's magic ingredient, only to realize what Bungie has made takes a lot more than a month's worth of content. Remember Anthem? Will anyone remember Outriders, Redfall, or other equivalent games in a few years? I bet they won't. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put down other developers' games. I'm sure they took a lot of time and effort to create, but it only exemplifies how well Bungie has not only crafted this world we game in, but how quickly they've adapted to the changing times of gaming over the years. I'm involved in a pretty active Destiny gaming community at the moment, and it's always great to see new members in our community take the leap and jump into games with our community members. Destiny has a lot to offer, whether you want to jump into competitive games against other players to try out that new weapon that dropped for you in the EDZ, or exploring all the worlds of the solar system for yourself while completing some planetary, gunsmith, or even clan bounties for extra XP and rewards at the same time. Or maybe you want to join 2 other friends in a strike to get even more targeted loot. Oh, and don't forget your bounties. Sorry, I'm just a bounty guy. How about a mix of both in Gambit? Bungie has even made it possible for you to try the game out for free. There are so many things you can do in this game for free, and don't let anyone tell you it's not. You can play everything I just mentioned above for free. If you like what you see, then you have the option to purchase campaign, seasonal content, but a word of advice here. Bungie has made purchasable content a little complicated, so if you can, ask someone who's played the game what you should invest your time and, more importantly, money in. And also remember that crossplay is available. Okay, Gator, we get it. You love Destiny. Let's talk about the, quote, issues with Bungie today that you've heard all over social media. One thing I've been hearing about is the servers. Yes, the servers have been an issue. There's no denying that. But you know what? In true Bungie fashion, they've communicated just last week all the reasons why this is happening, and in a very technical way, I must say. They are also installing a patch that will somewhat alleviate these hiccups. Is it going to be fixed tomorrow? Probably not, as they've already told us that it's a delicate process to fully correct. Now I'm speculating that Bungie's technical staff has probably grown since they need more help to make their upcoming game Marathon, and they're probably having some growing pains in adapting new staff into the Bungie systems. But you know what? I've enjoyed this game with no server issues for nearly 9 years now. Destiny games, to me, have been more stable over the years than so many other games I've played in the past. So I'm going to give them a pass. Don't get me wrong, it's a short pass, but I'll tell you what, Bungie knows that if no one can log into the game or players are getting kicked constantly, that us Guardians are going to lose faith in the game, and the studio will not allow that to happen. Quite honestly, I play every night, and I have seen minimal problems, and yes, I get kicked occasionally, but it's not been game-breaking, at least not for me. I'd be willing to bet that no one will even remember these server issues next year, but hey, maybe that's just me. Another thing I've been hearing is that Bungie has abandoned the Crucible community. And as an avid Crucible player, I can't help but think this might be the case. Very few improvements have been made in the Crucible and nearly nothing in new maps to play in. But the thing about the Crucible is that it's never been a true competitive shooter. It was not created like these long-running, super serious PvP shooters like CSGO, for instance. And whenever I jump into 5 other friends of mine playing Iron Banner, when it comes around, side note here, Bungie, please bring back Iron Banner more than once a month. But the point is that we all have a great time cutting up and shooting the enemy teams, so maybe don't take it so seriously. Damn, did I just say that out loud? As far as the future of the Crucible and Destiny, I believe that Bungie's going in a different direction with the game after the final shape. Which, if you're not in the loop, that's the big finale of the long-running Light and Dark saga that originated way back when the original Destiny started out. I think their new PvP game, Marathon, will be the Crucible shooter that all of us PvP players have wanted, and that Destiny will continue on as a mainly PvE game. But my co-host of my other podcast, Guardian Downcast, disagrees. You know what? In either case, time will tell. Then there's the monetization argument, and that Bungie is being greedy and cutting content in the paid-for game and focusing more time and talent on the Eververse store items. Yes, monetization is a sticky subject, as one side of the crowd has the money and are willing to spend it on these in-game items, and the other side either doesn't or won't part with their money for these digital goods. I've heard arguments that people spend their money on microtransactions are the problem, but I don't agree with this for several reasons. First, if you look at the gaming industry as a whole, other developers have been including microtransactions in their games for years now. Remember those predatory loot boxes? And as Bungie has now been acquired by Sony for billions of dollars, I think it's just a sign of the times. Bungie has slowly included more and more items for sale in the game, and some think it's come to a head. Some have even stated that the game has become pay to win, and as a longtime Destiny player, I don't see this perspective. Gaining loot may be a little faster of items that are available to everyone in game, to me, is not pay to win. We pay for little conveniences everywhere in life. Early access has been a thing in entertainment for a long time now, and this is no different. Destiny is one of my hobbies. I don't currently play many other games, and I certainly don't spend the time in them that I do in Destiny. The Destiny worlds and community is something that I believe will be around for a long time, even after all the years before, so occasionally I may throw a few bucks Bungie's way. Do I buy everything in the store? Well, hell no. But if I see a ship or emote that personifies my Guardian or just really looks unique, then I may be inclined. I used to have so much more inexpensive hobbies, and to me, for the thousands of hours of entertainment I've gotten from the game, this is the cheapest one I've had yet. With everything I've said here so far, keep in mind that as I've played this game for so long, that every year we have the ebb and flow of the game. Hey, I've been with Destiny through the highs and the lows, and when Destiny has new content to offer, the community is riding the wave. But when content wanes a little bit, it can really get low. But keep in mind that summer is here and more of us gamers are actually touching grass and getting outside with family and friends. Other great games are out now, like Diablo 4, Final Fantasy, and others, so gamers may be taking a break from Destiny to try out these new games. So don't just buy into all the drama there. You know, Destiny fatigue is a thing, but if that's not you, play Destiny and have fun. Isn't that what games were made for? Oh, and one other thing. Bungie is having a big reveal show on August 22nd of this year about the future of the game. And mark my words, when that happens, we will all be back on the Destiny hype train once again. Now, if you think I'm all talk and full of it, then check out this latest video I just released, where I actually suggest an idea that Bungie needs to put into place to help with one of these common complaints in Destiny 2. So check it out. Remember, we only get one playthrough in this life, so make it count. And be kind to your fellow Guardians out there in the Destinyverse. And later, Guardian.